Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Figuarts Naruto Sasuke Uchiha, and this is the version. What does that say? It says he's a ninja prodigy of the Uchiha clan bloodline. So that's, I don't know. I guess that's a thing you guys would know if you watch the show. Obviously I do, but I don't want to tell you because I'm gatekeeping, because it's a very strong fan base and I don't want to weaken it with people who don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so you guys asked me to review this guy. I reviewed Naruto the other day, and you're like, you have to review Sasuke Uchiha, so please do. And so I was like, okay, and here it is. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, there's some really cool stuff going on here. And there's some other stuff, so we're going to talk about all of it. Let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands, not counting his hair spike, just about 5.5 inches. That's going to make him pretty much 14 centimeters. That's pretty close. Here he is up against Darwin. I'd say they're actually probably in scale well enough that if you wanted to mix these guys in, you probably could get away with it. Okay, so let's dive into a question of the day. Which character from Naruto is your least favorite? And it has to be like a main character. It can't be some side character who appeared for one episode or something. Tell me which one of the main characters is your least favorite. Mine is probably Naruto's daughter, Burrito. I don't like her very much. Okay, let's talk about the aesthetic on this guy. There's not any shading going on. If there is, I can't find it. So it's super subtle. So I don't think it's actually happening. But the plastic does look nice. It's not especially flat, but it's at least matte, I would say. And it looks nice. It has a good finish overall. The paintwork that is there, which is fairly minimal. You can see the strap around the leg, the wraps around the leg. That's all pretty clean. Same thing for the arms. No problem there. The little buckle, that's clean. Leg band thingies, that looks nice. And even the weirdness in the feet, that's painted pretty well. His Pokeball ping pong paddle, those appear to, I think it's just sculpted in and then painted really well. That's what it looks like to me, so that's good. And then for the head, we have the blue hairband. I think that's actually, looks like a separate piece to me. And then the face, painted really cleanly. Very nicely done. So that's good from the paint perspective. The sculpt, I get what they were going for. I do think it gives him a little bit too much of a belly. They're going for just the loose baggy shirt, and that's fine. And once you pose him, it probably will be fine. But it does look a little bit too much like a belly, I think, the way it's done. But otherwise, it's pretty solid. It looks good. I have no real complaints. I think it looks right. So I'm going to give the aesthetic an overall rating of 8 out of 10. Definitely could use a little bit of shading, and definitely could fix that pouch that he has, the kangaroo pouch going on. Okay, for accessories, we have a bunch of different faces. We have the neutral face that comes on him in the package. Then we get one where he's kind of like smirking, one where he is blowing, I guess, and then one where he is having white eye circles. That matches one of the Naruto faces. And then lastly, we have the one where he is turning into some kind of monster. Okay, and those are all done very well, so that's nice. For hands, he comes with the 2 fist hands, and then you get a whole slew of other hands, gripping hands, style pose hands, instant transmission hands. Anything you want to do, you can do. That's cool. You get a kunai. That's fine. It's a kunai. You get the shuriken of compensation, and that's actually done pretty well. I like that. That's a really cool accessory. You get his spiky turtle punch. Obviously, you can't have a Tsukikuchi without a spiky turtle punch. And then you also get his yoga flame. And so, nice spread of accessories. Lastly, to hold up his yoga flame, we have a display stand made out of acrylic. It's already kind of yellow though, which is weird. That's kind of bothersome. So good spread of accessories. And I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. That's pretty good. The only downside really is the acrylic stand is yellow. Not great. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the articulation. Let's pop the head off. Well, we'll pop the face off to get to that so I can show you. Why can't I get it off? There's no way the top part doesn't come off. I haven't tried yet. Well, I don't know. Double ball peg, so that's good. How much will the hair get in the way? I don't know. That has to come off. Doesn't feel like it comes off. I didn't look at the instruction booklet packet. Let's just slide this back in and pretend we didn't do that. Okay, so let's see what the range is like, because we do get a double ball peg, which is nice, and the neck is on a oh no. Does it pop the face off? When you look down, it pops the face off. Oh, I hate that. I hate that more than almost anything on an action figure. When you tilt his head down, the face pops off. Gosh, that's terrible. That is not good. The leaning side to side is okay. What is happening? Why is the... Maybe, let me see. Maybe I didn't have it in all the way, and so it wasn't working right. No, it's in all the way. All right, I'm willing to bet it just pops off. Okay, let's snap it back together. Oh, the faceplate pops off. That is awful. Do not lean his head in many directions at all. Use the neck. I like what they did for the collar because it seats inside here. And it's kind of like a floating piece and it can move around without creating any gaps. So that's cool, but the face popping off when you move the head is just ridiculously annoying. So be very aware of that. Hate that. All right, for the shoulders, it's set up just like Narudi's. You get really good range in all the directions. It's a couple ball pegs, and you can just move the arms around basically however you want. Tons of range. You should really have no issue there, so that's good. If you want to see a little bit more of an in-depth breakdown, go to the Narudi review. All right, so you get your bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, plenty of range, ball hinge wrists, everything you want in the arm. It works nicely, no problems there. For the torso, you can lean back a little bit. Can't lean forward and back all that much, just a touch. Side to side, very limited. Rotation, it's too ovular, so it doesn't work. It's too wide. It's not, heck. What is going on up there? I've got something rotated out of position. It doesn't rotate at the waist, at the torso very well. At the waist, you do get some, but not much. This guy's so far way worse than Narudi in articulation. Does go forward and back though at the lower joint, so that's probably going to be okay, but this top joint sucks a lot. You can see his belly in there if you really wanted to see his belly, so that's good. And then it does lean side to side. Yeah, this lower joint works a lot better. Still doesn't rotate much though. His little knapsack is on a ball peg. His hips go basically to full-on splits, so that's a good thing. They go all the way forward and pretty far back. Really good range there. That's a good thing. You get a thigh swivel. This is a floating piece on both sides, which is very unusual. I don't know why they did that, but they did, but whatever, doesn't really affect anything. You do get your thigh swivel. Double jointed knee works really well, no problem there. Ankles are just like Narudi's. It's a ball peg with a ball hinge at the bottom, so you can move it around, spin it around, and you can bring the foot all the way back and all the way forward. You get a proper ankle rocker out of it, so that's good. And you get a loose but well sculpted toe hinge. So his articulation is not terrible, but it's definitely limited in a few places where it shouldn't be at all. That's really annoying. The neck / head area is messed up, and then the torso also. I'm going to give this an articulation rating of only 6 out of 10. This torso is not good, and the neck knocking the face off is not good. I think you'll be able to work around it personally because the rest of the articulation works nicely, but this situation from here to here, not a good setup. Not pleased with that. Okay, so let's see. Final rating on this guy. Really cool accessories, good aesthetic. Some of the articulation's great, some of it's terrible. I'm gonna knock him down to an overall rating of still, I think I have to go 8. It's still a solid release. The accessories make up for the articulation to some extent, and I do think you're going to be able to work your way around that articulation. So, yeah, I guess that's it. So that'll do it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos almost every single day, and thousands already on the channel, so make sure you come back for all of that. In the meantime, keep collecting.